Yo everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing the same as yesterday, which was less extreme region guessing as practice for the up and coming no moving duels. Because I'm still, I'm not still, I'm tired like yesterday. So I don't want to do duels because I feel like I will actively throw, but I will do this instead. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, immediate thought is Spain. We've got rocks and we've got like these kind of trees. We got like the rock wall. So wait, is it 23? That's 21. Interesting. Because the rock walls, you either go in Spain, you either go here, like Valencia, Palma, Catalonia, or else you go like here, Cáceres and Salamanca. Uh, I, we don't have any like, I feel like we don't have any like Eastern Pines, which I'd expect to see in these ones. So I think I'm gonna try this area instead. We also have mountains east, which might make sense for like this or something, so I might try that. Okay, it was a little bit further south, but I think that is a state streak in Extremadura, yeah, right? That is, yeah, okay. Yeah, rock walls, you either go west or east. Okay. Ukraine, not my best country. Weird trees. Quite hilly, so maybe thinking more west with that. I don't have any better thoughts, so I think I'm just going to try that. Somewhere in here. And was a bit more west, yeah, nice. Is this that is the police car. Wait, that's cool. Okay, well, it's Nigeria. Quite hilly, and we've got quite red soil. We have palm trees, so it won't be too far inland. We've got quite a lot of palm trees, so yeah, we won't be anything like Abuja, which I don't think you'd get that many palms. So then, with the hills, I kind of thought maybe this area with the hills, which also makes sense for red soil, which you get a lot of in Ibadan. Could also see here, but this is usually flatter, but there are some hills near there. But, okay. It's a little bit further north, but, yeah. It's like Enugu, Ibadan, Benin are like the main red soil areas, but this is just max north where you get UD hills. Okay. We can have the guy getting electrocuted, which should put us in the UK. Well, Ireland's not on the map anyway, but that guy will make us in the UK. We also have a UK style fence or gate where this would be curved in Ireland or Northern Ireland. Not the best UK. This like very like grey palette on the architecture feels quite Scottish, but we've got a little bit of orange and red, which is a little bit weirder for Scotland. Quite hilly makes sense for Scotland. We have, I think that is rock, which would also make sense for Scotland, but I'm not really sure. But I think you go southern Scotland because it's not like very dead, so I might try around here. Oh wow, what? I mean, we got the state streak, but I guess the east coast isn't as dry. But yeah, oh, also rocks here, which would fit for Scotland. But you also get them in Wales, but everything else felt a bit more north. But yeah, okay. Back in Ukraine, probably. Yeah, no antenna. I think no antenna on a divided highway. I think you'd go this one, but the angle doesn't look the best, actually, so maybe not. Unless you go downtown Odessa, which... I don't have a better guess. Okay, it's over here. I don't think you probably don't get no antenna on this part of the highway actually, but yeah, I forgot that. I mean, that's a weird angle for that road as well, to be honest, but cope. Yeah, decent game one, I suppose. Didn't miss the country at least. Okay, we have Russia, Michurinsky. Written in Latin script as well. It's kind of weird, to be honest. Huh. We've got like a massive lake. I kind of thought this was like the Stavropol overcast coverage. Which you'd expect one of these lakes, but wait. Am I forgetting something? Can it be Dagestan? That's not ocean, right? No, it's just a lake. Could it be this lake? Yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, so I guess bilingual sign might be a Cherkessia thing. But yeah, Overcast is also this road. But I guess the mountains are probably more Cherkessia. Just like a little bit taller than the Stavropol Mountains. But yeah. Didn't... Okay, well, we're like by there, I guess. Nice, not the 5k. Surely this is the 25k not moving seed clueless. Okay. Should be Mexico, but not really certain on a region guess. It's very flat with some random hills, and we've got a canal. So that would probably lean me towards Ciudad Obregón. Just like, as you can see, like north-south, and there's canals everywhere here. Even though sometimes they're not mapped, they should be here. So yeah, I think that would make sense. And then you also get the random hills like this. I don't know if you'll see them without train map, but they do exist. Okay, a little bit further south, and yeah, you can't see them without train map. But nice guess there. Crazy score so far, but I think this might be the end of the crazy score. Hmm. Is it Florida? It's a very like white, sandy kind of pavement. Thought that was a palm tree, but it's not. But it does feel quite coastal. Just the whole vegetation. Yeah. I don't know how to put it into words really, but it does feel quite coastal vegetation. Then this would be a southern pine as well, I guess. Not a typical one, but it looks southern, I think. Nah, maybe that is typical. But I guess you go somewhere down here then. I'd hope not very wrong. Okay, it wasn't coastal, but I mean, all of Florida's kind of coastal. Okay, Argentina with the white yellow and this very dry landscape. Sunset coverage is interesting. Do you go Hui or however it's pronounced? I have no clue how to pronounce that. Is it new coverage by any chance? 23? No, maybe not that new. But yeah, I mean it's fairly red looking, so makes sense. But a lot of this like northern Argentina Gen 4 looks very red. I mean it kind of looks like Potosi, so I do kind of like up north. I just don't know which is the Sunset Road. And maybe I try and get a nice like 5k maybe somehow. But I mean we don't even know the road, so it's going to be a little bit hard. But I will try and at least line something up because we are on technically for world record, I think. If you don't count Rohan's assisted score. Which road would we even be on here? Would something like this work? No. I mean, it doesn't line up, but like, I still don't think it would work. Like, I'm not sure if these mountains, like how big they will show us on the map. Oh, it could be something like this. I feel like the mountains are maybe the right height. I'm gonna send. Okay, it's really. It's Mendoza. I would not have went that far south. And I need to work on my edge, to be honest. That is a massive skill issue. But yeah, I mean, you get red as far south as Nuquin. But I feel like it's not as red in Gen 4 usually, but maybe that's a skill issue. Okay. Kind of unsure of the country here. I mean, it should be Europe. Sun's south. I have to do something. I'm back. I'll probably cut that. Okay. What am I thinking here? I don't even have a thought. Is it Italy? I can't tell if the trees even feel warm or not. Maybe it's like northern Italy or something. I would have... Oh, we've got a building. I think that fits Italy the best with this color on the wall, but I can't really see the building properly at all. I'm just gonna try Italy and see where it is. Okay, it was Italy. Oh, that's interesting, that right there. Yeah, that's a very weird round. I can't really explain that at all. Yeah, crazy, crazy lock. Yeah, Argentina was like the throw of the century, but that happens. Okay, we've got that kind of black and yellow chevron in Turkey, which should put us in Balıkesir or Izmir. I think this is the Balıkesir one, and then the Izmir one is like not luminous yellow. It's more of a like yellow yellow. uh, so yeah, I might be mixing them up, but I will try Balıkesir here. And it was. Okay, we have Russia here. We have C-type antenna. It doesn't feel too southern, but it is. I mean, maybe it is quite southern. We've got a lot of these kind of pines. I didn't see many birch trees in this, but that might be one there. It's kind of hard to tell with this massive cluster of trees if there's any birches or not. I don't think it will be Rostov, but I can't really rule it out. But yeah, it just feels like generic, like this and adjacent. The road is kind of bendy, which is kind of weird for like this area, not gonna lie. Like a lot of these roads are very straight, unlike roads of this size, as you can see. They're all pretty straight. I mean, something like this would make sense, I guess. It does, like this road curves a little bit, but I'm not really seeing the 5K. That's not sharp enough. Something like this, but we don't have thing mapped. I mean, we're on a nice score, which is kind of why I'm scanning, but I think I might just send Tambov or something, but I don't really see where it lines up in Tambov, so I don't want to guess when nothing lines up, because it is a weird, very weird like turn for a road like this. I think I'll just go the Pets because it has the most weird roads. Oh wow, Ria's on. Yeah, I guess the amount of the pines was kind of weird, but everything else felt fairly southern. But that's kind of skill issue. I guess, wait, these flowers, I didn't really pay attention to them, but a little bit more north, I guess. I don't know what these are, but they're interesting for sure. They look like fireweed, but I know they're not. Yeah. Okay, back in Spain, we've got blue in my chevrons with those bollards. Thinking of... it's kind of weird. Okay, are these eucalyptus trees? Which would put us more northwest. I think they're eucalyptus trees anyway. This bark. Yeah, I think that would put us like up here then. Or else on down here you get them, but I don't think we're hilly enough for down there. I think we're too hilly for down there rather, so I'm gonna try this area. And it was this area, just near Portugal. But yeah, eucalyptus trees are a nice one. Should be Argentina because Uruguay is not on the map, but it's also kind of like too flat for Uruguay, I would say. Route number 3 or 9, 433 kilometers along it. I mean, this would kind of make sense, I guess. Although, yeah, I think I'll try that as just being the 3. And then something like this would line up. And yeah. Striped car. Gonna look for piranha pines because I feel like piranha is a possibility. But I'm not seeing any. That looks like one, but it's kind of weird. Might be a Paraguay palm there. I think RGDS is probably better. Pavement feels good for RGDS as well. And then tree plantations with like this very rolling hill landscape also makes sense. Okay, it was just southern piranha, but I was expecting more piranha pines than one there. But yeah, same thing. I think that's Norwegian language, which is confirmed by the signage and this pedestrian sign with 4, and then the O cross, and this is white and red. Is Bondeness a place or is it not? I feel like you just go Oslo or adjacent here. Because it doesn't... Oh wait, that's kind of weird for Oslo. Okay, so it's not Oslo. Maybe you go Trondheim or something with that, if there's like rocks to the north. That could maybe make sense. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense. Because they'd be to the south in Trondheim. Bergen? Bergen could make sense with these hills. But I feel like we're not hilly enough for Bergen, but it definitely feels like a big city. I don't think it feels that far north. I'm just going to send this. Okay, it's Stavanger. Or Sandnes. Did it say send this? Wait. No, it was something else that I read. I don't see it, but I guess it was. Oh no, there it is. Okay, tough. I've heard of that city, so maybe I would have gotten it, but that's fine. Got the vibe anyway. Okay, this is I think Northern Edge with the shorter foliage. We have palms as well, so that checks out for Northern Edge. And then I'm not sure if I go Formosa or Salta, which is concerning. I guess the angle's probably a bit better for Formosa. Like as you can see, it's just a good angle. So I think I'm gonna try that. Oh, okay. Delastero. We lost the Rainbow tourney last time doing a similar incident. So I don't feel too bad because it is kind of a hard 50-50. But yeah, the Palms kind of like sold me to going Formosa instead of anything up in this area. But yeah, maybe like the sandier patches are a bit more Delastero. Not really sure. We'll have to work on my urge, as you saw from that Mendoza or on Mendoza incident. Okay, I think these like super tall trees are quite indicative of West Coast United States. And then we don't have wide lines, so probably not Oregon. So then we're left with California and Washington. We don't have like black in between, which would be California lines. The pavement is kind of weird, to be fair. We also don't have reflectors. Maybe it's like an Idaho or something, because yeah, Idaho could make sense, I think. Uh, we have a railway as well, but I don't know if that railway is going to be in use. I think I'm going to try Idaho here because we don't have white lines or and the pavement is weird, so maybe Idaho weird pavement. Okay, it was just Washington, but like same kind of vibe, I guess. But yeah, downtown Canada. But yeah, just like super tall trees. I don't know the species, but yeah, quite West Coast United States. Sun South should be Mexico, thin plate as well. I don't recognize this plate per se. It almost looks like a Florida plate with like the green and orange. Pavement is interesting. It almost looks like Oaxaca pavement, but not in Oaxaca. I mean, it could be Oaxaca. I'm not really sure on this Mexico round. It just feels like kind of dry. So I'm thinking like Aguas Calientes or something in this area. But I could also see this dry area as well. It's like not very hilly. We don't see that much landscape. Interesting trees. I might even go Oaxaca with that, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna switch. We'll go Pueblo. Bad switch. I was on the 5K. The trees moved me. I don't know why. Wait, where are the trees that moved me? These. I don't know why. I just thought they felt weird. And then the pavement also moved me. But everything else made sense for Aguas Calientes area. Okay, Spain, we got the thick red border and probably yellow reflectors in the guardrail. Not really sure on this one, but we've got like a million of these trees again and the rock walls, so I'm thinking same area. So I think I'm just gonna slam that in. And kind of same area like the southwest of Madrid, but just outside of Extremadura, which is unfortunate for the state streak, but yeah, I guess it was a little bit drier, so maybe you go a bit more east. I mean, it's Argentina, but I definitely need to work on my Argentina. The bushes are like pretty lively, like they're fairly tall, so I wouldn't think that far south unless we're on along the coast. I kind of like Rio Negro here, but not fully certain of that. I feel like the 3 would have outer lines, but I don't see where else would have this angle as like a main road. Maybe it is the 3, even though I think it would have outer lines. Unless it's just not here. Or else it's like, maybe like this or something. But we are on a curve, so maybe not that. I'm just gonna send and see where it is. Okay, it was this road, which is paved for... that seems weird to be paved. But yeah, the bushes were a bit taller, so Rio Negro made more sense than further south. What am I thinking here? What is that? That's like the Russia Megalong thing. What? Huh. That's weird. It's the exact same thing, but in a different place. They're like the orange light. Cool. Okay. I think it should be US with these buildings and the poles would both check out. It feels kind of south, but also kind of north at the same time. Uh, so I don't know really what to do with that information. I definitely need to work on my US as well. Uh, Yellow sticker on that. It's kind of hilly. Do you go like Missouri or something? I'm just gonna say I have no clue. Okay, it was Oklahoma. Sure. Yeah, I felt like kind of southern, but it just felt weird. So I don't want to commit anything. Uh, this should be Russia. And I think it will be Dagestan. We've got white brick architecture. It's like fairly flat and fairly green. So yeah, somewhere in North Dagestan would make sense. And yeah, I'm just gonna send, and it was there. Should be Chile. We've got the indent in the pole. White Google car, all white lines. Maybe Concepcion Pines usually works. I think I'm just gonna try that. Feels a little bit dry, so maybe you like push up along the coast or something. Yeah, you do push up along the coast, but yeah, I didn't push up far enough. This is a weird one. I'm not sure if this is Ukraine or Russia in NPC. I would lean at being Russia. But yeah, it is Russia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Hmm. I kind of thought this was Chelyabinsk, which is why I was counting the things. But I could also see like a Kurgan or something. I can't make out that license plate. But, I mean, this is the hardest Russia run to explain. There's no license plate there either. I might try Kurgan or something. Because it looks like Chelia, but the antenna is weird. But I have no explanation for this urban Russia hell. And it's Nizhny. Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting that ever. Just felt vaguely east. Okay, this should be Canada, I guess. Birch tree. And then North American style pole. I kind of thought like a Vancouver Island or something, but actually this cliff face is a bit more like mainland BC. So I think I'm just going to try something down here. And yeah, Kamloops. Kamloops is my kind of thought with that, like exposed, drier, like cliff face, I guess. Should be Peru with the bollards, the signposts. I'm very, very, very bad at Peru, but definitely coastal with the flatness. But we also have mountains west, so we're probably in a valley. And we're going like north, so like something like this might make sense. I'm just gonna send that. Okay, it's just Lima. Yeah, I should click Lima more, but same kind of valley, I guess. What am I looking at? Is it Hawaii? That would make sense, right? Yeah, I think it's Hawaii. I don't know what else this could be. Unless I'm like trolling so hard. Yeah, I think it's Hawaii. Just tropical, weird feeling vegetation, and we're on the ocean. So yeah, Hawaii would make sense. As for which island, it doesn't feel very volcanic, so I don't think this one. Maybe this? I mean, this is like the red soil island, but I don't see any particularly red soil. So maybe not that. So then I guess you just go Honolulu somewhere, like coast is north like that, so I mean surely I find something clueless. I'm just gonna send. Okay, it was this island. Yeah, I guess that road makes sense. But you know, we got the state. Should be Spain, with the yellow reflector and then white lines and stuff. The bollards threw me off, but I think that they will just be Aragon bollards. I thought this was like Mexican bollards for a second, but I think they're just Aragon bollards or Aragon. They look almost like Mexican bollards, I guess. But, I will send that in, and it's Max South Aragon. Maybe I should have tried to region guess it, but you know, we got the state, so that's fine. Should be Thailand. Yeah, that's a very Thai sign, and it looks like we have Thai writing on it. Not really sure how to region guess this one. It might just be a Bangkok click. Or like a up here hedge. But yeah, I mean, I will not try and act like I'm good at Thailand. Okay, it was Bangkok Bangkok adjacent. But yeah, I don't know Thailand like that, I won't lie. It's a very based road. I think with the super short vegetation, the mountains with no leaves on it, and like the deep fall coverage should be on this road up here. As I don't zoom there, the 5. And then we're like in the mountains, I guess. We're like in the hills, but not in the mountains, so that might lean this area then, which technically isn't the 5 anymore, but you know, you get me. Random lakes you do get. Yeah, it's either like this mountain, like kind of mountain area, or like the north part of this area. Oh, it's the south part of that area. It's like, oh, it's in like a gap in between the big mountains. Okay, sure. So New Zealand. The car is kind of weird. But that antenna driving left has to be New Zealand. Hmm. Not really sure what I guess here. Also need to work on my New Zealand. It definitely feels a bit drier, which I'd associate with South Island a little bit more. Like this, like not very grassy. But the fence does feel kind of North Island, the Penta fence, I guess you call it. Where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we go North Island with that. And then, yeah, I don't know. Okay, East Coast, sure. But yeah, North Island fence coming in clutch. Should be Hokkaido with the cabbage. Don't really know how to region guess Hokkaido, but we're low cam and we have snow poles as well. Max East, sure. Okay, Turkey, and I would say it feels western with pines. Yeah, and then Turkish pavement and no antenna. And the metal holy pole thing. Don't think that's a place name. But I kind of thought just like somewhere down here. I feel like you get a lot of May coverage down this area. Not really sure. Okay, it's a bit more northwest, but yeah, I think it's a lot in this area. In Gen 3. Most of the uncovered upper stuff is there. This should be Romania, because Hungary isn't on the map, but we've got the holy pole. Not really sure how to region guess Romania. Unless, yeah, I don't know where Pasta is. We have mountains to the north, and we have mountains to the northeast, and we have mountains to the east, and we have, okay. So we're in the mountains for sure, I think. So maybe like Brasov might make sense, and we just can't see the one southwest because right like that. I'm gonna try that. Okay, it's up here instead. I mean, that also makes sense. But yeah, just somewhere in the middle because we have mountains on all sides. This should be Canaries. Yeah. Mesa, I don't think that's a place name. Salida, no, that's emergency exit in Spanish. But yeah, Canaries with this kind of rock formation, like volcanic formations, and then, yeah. I guess I'd try 5K. It's Gen 3, which might point you towards the more western islands, because I think these ones have a lot more Gen 4. So maybe like Gomera, but I feel like that's not as populated. I guess it is one of these islands, even though it's Gen 3. Because I can't really think of where else it would be. Like one of these roads or something, but they don't really line up, do they? And we're in like a valley coming onto the ocean. I mean, there's a lot of like these kind of northeast valleys, as you can kind of see. Something like this would make sense, I suppose. I'm just gonna send that in. Okay, it was La Gomera. I kind of trolled. It looked like there wasn't many towns like southwest, but there is this one here, which I kind of trolled by not sending because it was Gen 3. But yeah. Okay, Japan. Looks like we have a horizontal plate, and I think that might be a Chubu plate where where it's like curved from the top and bottom, but I can't really tell. But I think I'm going to trust that, and when you've got curved with that, with the horizontal, it should be Nagano, I think. and it was Nagano. So yeah, I'll show the plate properly. But well, I think it was, yeah. So it's like curved, like that, ever so slightly. I mean, I think that looks kind of weird for a plate, but yeah, that one's curved for sure. Okay, Ukraine. Looks like late May coverage maybe, with yellow flowers being visible. So May coverage, you usually go west, and then I think I would just hedge like this maybe. Okay, it's more west. Was it May coverage? It was June, but it looked like May coverage, so maybe that's also still only west. Okay, it should be Za with the yellow outers. Feels relatively dry and quite flat, so probably thinking out like Bloemfontein, Kimberley area. The pavement is kind of interesting, but I think it should be this kind of area. Yeah, I'm just gonna send it in. And it was, we got the state streak, but it is the border road. Thailand with the dots on the pole and this pole top. We have sugarcane and we have like mountains, like random. When it's like random hills like that, I associate it more with like this area. Like you can kind of see random hills. I mean, they don't show the best red train map, but you can kind of see them. They're a bit more random, as whereas like here would be proper mountains. Here is usually proper mountains, and then east it's kind of like you don't get as many of those random hills. So yeah, with the random hills, I'm gonna try some more up here. And it's a bit further south, but same kind of random hills. And yeah, decent game there. 22.8 is nothing to cry home about. Peru, very cool Peru round, but I'm quite bad at Peru. But yeah, we've got the signpost. Like I'd confidently send south like this, and then it's gonna be max north. But I can't really explain it. I'm just gonna send. Okay, I got the road. The 30A. Okay, I mean, sure, I don't know. I mean, I've had just the luckiest Peru Blanc of my life. Cambio de Sentido. I don't think that's a place name, but it is the 494th exit on our road. So this should be a fairly big road. And Las Cumbres. Don't know what that means. Yeah. Not really sure on this. I wish we could see signs that weren't just that. But yeah, big highway with a northeast angle. Uh, It feels like interesting. That's what I'll say about this round. Are these roads divided? Maybe something like this. I'm just gonna try that. Okay. I kind of thought it was south, but I didn't think there was many big divided roads. So I guess between Seville and like Jane or whatever is divided. Wait, where does the divided go? Oh, it's like the road that goes up to Madrid. Okay, sure. Maybe I should have sent south. Okay, I think this is Spain again. Maybe a similar area, but I could also see Italy. We've got olives, which makes sense for southeastern Spain. But also I could see Sicily or something here. But I think I just send in Spain. Oh, it's Sardinia. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But that's kind of a skill issue. Polo? Yeah, I just couldn't see the car for a sec. I was quite confused, but we are turning. What do I have to say about this round? It's either east or north, which is the unfortunate constant 50-50 in Colombia, where it's like not mountainous, so you either go east of the Andes or north. Which one do I prefer here? Huh. I think I prefer east, but I don't really know. It's north, god damn it. But yeah, just flat. Okay. Do we have northern fences? Oh, they're like weird fences. I feel like this grass is more of a southern thing, but not fully certain on that fact. But I'm gonna try it. That's probably something. But I do not know what that something is. We've got holy poles, so that also checks out for south. Because you either go like, with holy poles, you either go like down here, or you go like here, or Auckland. But I'm gonna try down here in these hills here, maybe. And it was just the main road. Why didn't I click the main road? Okay, we are back in New Zealand on Jones Road. We've got the same grass, but slightly shorter. So I don't know if I trust it this time. But the hills also could check out for south, but maybe more like Otago area, Dunedin hills. I think that feels good with the hills. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna send that in. I got the road. Okay, nice. Wait, this is cooking seed 9.9. Uh, hmm. Not the country I would have liked to get, but you know, it happens. Okay, we've got a lot of red brick. It is Mexico, right? I'm not tripping. Uh, couldn't. I think that's octagonal. Hope it is, unless I'm in the bin. Uh, yeah, red brick. You usually go like Guanajuato. You get a lot of red brick. The mountains feel kind of tall. We've got like a mix of white brick as well, though. So maybe we're closer to CD Max with the mixture. And then, huh. Big Mountain East. I guess you could have Big Mountain East here. I think I'm gonna try it because I have no clue. Okay, it was Aguas Calientes again. I guess that kind of makes sense with the bigger mountains. Because, yeah, I felt like Guanajuato maybe. But I just forgot Aguas Calientes had that mixture of brick. Okay. What am I thinking here? I do not have a guess. uh, it is Russia, right? Yeah, should be. Are the poles square? Doesn't look very square, but you know, it's wooden, so. Uh, hmm. I feel like it's Russia. Like it looks like fall coverage, and I can't think of where in Ukraine this would be with that in mind. So yeah, I think it's Russia. Uh, this feels relatively dry, but I genuinely just can't place it. It's not like Orenburg on a river, and that's why there's a little bit of vegetation while everything else is dry. I might try it, even though it's gonna look dumb. Okay, it's just Chuvashia. That was very bad, I guess. I will be honest. We will reset that seat. Okay. Ukraine with like blurred antenna? What? Wait. Is that a meta? I don't know. But I mean it's very hilly, so I'm just gonna go west again. And it was east. Okay. It was on like the middle river hills. I guess it did feel kind of suspicious. What am I looking at? Oh, we've got the yeah, that makes sense. And we've got the I've gotten this in a video before, but it's like this area's poles. And like the May coverage also makes sense. I just didn't think of it initially. Which side of the border do you go on though? Hmm. uh, what does that say? Could that be the Oblast border sign? I don't know. I'm gonna send. Okay, it was the Oblast border. Sure. Nice 5K to start out the game. Okay, Parc National Region Corridor Biological Guacharos Purache. Guacharos. Have I heard of that? Don't think so. I think it's Colombia, though. Wait, is it? The chevrons look weird. I think it's Colombia, though. Corridor Biological Guacharos. Am I ever finding that? Park Natural Corridor Biological. Guacharos is here. Well, that is a Guacharos. So, I don't see where the corridor is, but maybe this is the corridor. And then we're on a road that goes like that. I mean, this road does go like that. So I might try this then. Yeah, I mean, we don't have like a building to pinpoint it with. Can't see where it goes that way, and I presume it goes up left that way. So where I click? I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay, it's a bit further up. But yeah, I guess the angle is a bit off, but we don't even get the state streak. It's tough. But you know, we're still on a crazy score here. Okay, striped car with 22 with backlight. I think with this landscape that would put us in Hondonia. We also have a trident pole, which fits for Hondonia, and it's quite rare in Brazil. Like you go Hondonia, you go or GDS, you go Maranhão as the main options, and with white car, with this landscape, I think you can only go Hondonia. And then 22, I guess you just go on one of these roads with the angle. Although the angle is slightly off. I think the angle should be somewhere else. Yeah, I'm just gonna send it should be close to here. Was that? I thought about it, but because we had that in the last video. But yeah. I thought the poles would put us not in Amazonas. Unless they're not trident. I think that's considered a trident though. It's not like a very tall trident though, so maybe it isn't technically considered a trident pole. But yeah, it did feel a bit jungly, the vegetation, so that does make sense. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Okay, well, because it could have been a crazy score, but I just realized that this will not be a crazy score. Okay, well, this is India, I guess. And I do not know anything about India, I won't lie. So I'm just gonna click middle. Okay, it was north. I felt like kind of dryish, but I didn't know if that meant to go south or like west. Okay, well, we've got birch trees with no leaves on them, which is kind of suspicious. We do have the 2015 smudge, which is what I was expecting. And then 2015 smudge is like this area, like Ulyanovsk, Juvashia, like the main two. And then with the hilliness and like slight dryness, I kind of thought like a southwestern Ulyanovsk, like somewhere in these roads here. So I'm gonna try that. Yeah, what's that road? Bro, I mean the India would have ruined the score anyway, but if I cooked this, that would have been nice. 42 minutes, and I guess we'll do another one. Nice 5Ks in Russia though, and basically Colo as well. But yeah, that was a very nice seed. Okay, should be North Norway, where like, because like the southern Norway stuff, like where you have no trees, you're like inland, but I think this is coastal. So when we've got no trees and we're coastal, we should be northern Norway. And then yeah, just no trees. And you might go like all the way north. I don't know where the Gen 2 snow is in the north though. Okay, it's up here. It was all the way north in Camillever. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'll be honest. Okay, this smells like a red car location. And it is. And we should be on a very big road with a 1,500 kilometer road marking, which you don't really see anywhere else in the world. Well, you got them in the US and you got them in Argentina. But Russia is also a place with them. And then with the haze, where you can kind of see the sun through the haze, it should be Irkutsk. And it's, yeah, railway also makes sense for Irkutsk, I'm pretty sure. And then, yeah, I would have sent like here or something, but where is the railway? There's the railway. I should have clicked the 5K, oops. 9.6K, okay. Back with a trident pole. But not really sure where this is with a trident pole, to be honest. We have white carrot again. It's not Hondunia, right? Is it Prana? I think Prana can maybe have them. Why do we have white car? Or striped car, I guess. We have balls on the, like, bird's nest. So that makes sense for south as well. So yeah, it won't be Hondunia, which I mean the mountains didn't make sense for anyway. But the trident pole is tripping me out. And then we've got no Prana pines. But I think you just go coastal Prana with these mountains. Or like here, maybe. Does Santa Catarina have tridents? I'm not really sure. Could it be coastal or GDS? Or maybe it is. Maybe we fully trust the trident. And we go like here. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Okay, it was or GDS, trident worked. Okay, we're on still for a crazy score, but oh, Turkey sending. Okay, what is this? I thought of Texas. Thought of Oklahoma. just like red, and it feels dry. Could see New Mexico, I guess, but yeah, not really sure. What's the angle? It's not perfectly east-west. I feel like perfectly east-west is more New Mexico than Texas, but let me check. Like here will all be east-west, but like here you've got like some weird grid lines, as you can see. So I might try this area. Could be Oklahoma as well, I'm not really sure. But I'm just gonna send this in. And it was downtown Amarillo. Nice. No longer on for 24k, but I do not think I will be getting close in this lock anyway. Should be the UK with the hedgerow and the pole. Can't, I mean, it could be Ireland, I guess, but not on this map. It feels kind of warm climate, though, in a way that makes me almost go Cornwall, but I don't know if I want to commit to that. But you know what? 23.8 if we 5k. So I think I'm going to commit. The architecture also just feels weird. So maybe you go more south because it looks weird. Okay, it was Wales. Okay, that also makes sense, I guess. And we got the 23.1. But yeah, I hate the UK. But could have maybe, okay, right, if Norway was like the last round, then like I probably could have 5k'd it. Nope. Okay, we'll do like one more. Okay, we have blurred antenna. And we have massive mountains to the south. What city is this? Why is this Gen 3? Is it Grozny? Huh. Can I see something that might indicate religion? This is such a weird location. It's like, it feels like we're downtown, but like there's like this massive gap in the thing. Maybe it's just, bloody Kafkas or something. Could it be? I'm just gonna send. Okay, wait. I thought about it, but I didn't check to see if we... So we did have the blur, but it just wasn't in the usual place because we were turning. Wait, where did the blur go? There. Yeah, okay. It's very hard to see in this location for some reason, but you can see it. But yeah, that's the Ingushetia blur, which is kind of why I'd never seen the city before, and also why it was Gen 3. But yeah, oops. Okay. Nice start to the seed, double Russia. It's white car, and we've got like the hazy camera, and then with these mountains, I feel like these are the north of Yakutsk City mountains. Like you don't really see them without train map, even though they don't really show. But you can kind of see what I mean. Like there's mountains along the river here. You're not really sure where I'd go. We're a bit far from the river as well, but maybe here or something. I know there's a road, but I forget which road is the one I'm looking for, which is unfortunate. Maybe it's this. I don't really know. I'm just gonna send. Okay, it was just downtown here. Really? Maybe that is the road I'm thinking of, but yeah, it's kind of weird because like the mountain clearly continues, like it was straight west of us, and I saw this and was like, okay, well it's not that. But yeah, still a nice score. Okay, round pole. I don't think that says anything on it. Unless that says Rio. Or IO, maybe? I don't know. We have blue car, which checks out for Rio. But round pole... I mean, round pole can be Rio, but you usually expect maybe wooden. But I think I try Rio here. Just like the hilliness with this vegetation makes sense. Unless I'm forgetting something badly. But yeah, I think I try Rio here. And then we go like somewhere in here maybe. Okay, it was just Sao Paulo, damn it. I mean, the round pole is more Sao Paulo, but I swear that said Rio on it. Maybe... Wait, is that SP? Wait. But it says Rio SP. I'm so... Okay, do not trust what you read on polls in Brazil, kids. Oh, this could have been a crazy seed. This is tragic. Junction 28 or something? Should be Canada, and it looks like Yukon. 94-mile motel. I mean, Is there a place called 94 Mile up here? I don't know. I feel like there isn't. But it should be North BC or Yukon with how cold it feels with massive mountains west. And then we're on like a northeast like service road. At Junction 24. I feel like I'm not finding that. Something like Fort Nelson might make sense though. But like I feel like we're downtown a big city because of how big the road is. It wasn't 29, it was like 24, 28, yeah. I'm just gonna send this because we're not on for a crazy score. Oh, it's okay. I guess that's why there was off-road. Yeah, okay. I mean, okay. 100, I've heard of 100-mile heights before, but I didn't think 93 mile would be next to it. Even though it makes a lot of sense to be next to it. Okay, this is just Italy with the bollard. I'm gonna just send quick so I can do one more. Should be middle though, it doesn't feel north or so. Oh, it's north, okay. Okay, we'll do one more. These rocks, they almost remind me of the, what's it called? The Nev Sahir rocks. But I don't think they are them. They also have mountains. Roofs feel a bit more western. I don't really have a better guess. Where would have like a massive mountain east that's also in the west? I mean, this might have mountains west, so I guess I'll try this. Okay. That's why it looked like the Nev Sahir mountain, like weird formations, and it's these things. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. It's just the site of the axe, right? Okay. I want like a good final. I want a good start. Okay, this is not gonna be a good start. Yes. Bro, all the curse seeds are coming in as soon as I want a good start. I want I want one good start. Maybe I could have guessed that as Middle Italy, but okay. I'm not getting a good start. Nigeria, that's fine. We're lagging a bit, so I'm gonna refresh actually as well. Gen 4. No Pam, so north-ish maybe. And then Gen 4 you go like somewhere like this or something. That's just north of Abidjan. Wait, was that a divided road? Oh, it is. What am I doing? Okay, no, I'm not ending on that. 256. I don't know the crest on that. Why don't I know the crest? Why are the mountains like that? What? Is that the New York one? Is that the Pennsylvania one? Where else would look like this? Why don't I know the crest? Hmm. I think I'm just gonna try like West Virginia. That's a Virginia one. Really? Okay, wait, that's not high enough. Okay. Let me get like a crazy start. Call to throw. I'm gonna send Sardinia. If it's there, you know, we'll continue it. Oh, Sicily, that was my 50-50. Aragon Bollards, okay. Yeah, this will be the start of the last seed. Okay, we've got these pines, which I associate with more east. So maybe thinking like this area. This would kind of make sense. Same kind of area as last time. But I associate the pines with more east, I think. And okay, just south, but southeast cope. What am I looking at here? We have mountains east. I mean, it should be Mexico. Gen 2 is a little bit weird. I think it could be this, like, Sonora would be my main thought. Makes sense with Gen 2. My very first thought was here, but I don't think it's here. It's not sandy enough in the mountains east. Wouldn't make that much sense, even though it kind of makes sense. But this definitely, like, Palms? Yeah, this is coastal, yeah. Okay, maybe it is here then. I just gassed it myself. No, that doesn't line up. Hmm. Something like this would make sense, I guess. I can't be bothered typing if it's even here. Okay, it's just here. Yeah, okay. Like, I did feel kind of off for this, but it also made sense, kind of. Okay, no, I'm resetting. I want a last good one. Bro, this is so sad. West Cali with the pole. Like, the metal pole with, like, the double support on a symmetrical pole. When it's metal is usually West Cali. How many PAMs do we have? So I know how far inland to go. We have no PAMs, so... Okay. Maybe I should have committed inland with 0 PAMs, but that's fine. Okay, the bushes are definitely shorter than the last time we got in Rio Negro, so definitely thinking a bit more south. Can't read that, but... Angle, I guess you could go like somewhere here in Santa Cruz. Would kind of make sense with the mountains as well. You get mountains here. Is it Chubut maybe? No, I prefer Santa Cruz. Okay, okay, nice. What am I looking at? Is it Sweden? Yeah, it's White Car. It's like Gotland or something. Yeah, we've got rock walls. Yeah. Okay. Very weird road though. But we don't see land in the distance. And with rock walls in Sweden, you'd expect yourself to be here, which you would see land in the distance if we were here, because you'd see Åland. So I guess we go Gotland or Åland. I mean, I'm not 5K'ing this, but I will zoom in very briefly to try and 5K it. I can't see where the coast, what the coast is up there even. So, that nearly works, but it doesn't. I'm gonna send. That's the other one. I mean, that's findable, but yeah. Okay. Looking like a Noosa pole with the long supporting crossbar. Feels fairly dry, and in Gen 4, when it's very dry, you usually go west Noosa. And then, yeah, the opposite in Gen 3, but I'm not really sure. Okay, it's Timor. Okay. Actually, did we have Timor Cam? Real and true meta. Okay. Mexico divided highway. Do you go like up here somewhere? Like one of these roads are divided, right? Yeah. Does that line up? Not really. Well, I mean, technically, but I don't think it curves anytime soon. We go like into a mountain, which is kind of suspicious. Maybe it's like closer to Monclova. That also doesn't really line up. I kind of thought it was somewhere up here. I mean, that's not divided, but hmm. I don't think it feels dry enough to. It feels too dry to be east. Could it be like here or something? Yeah, I guess that makes sense with this mountain here, and then yeah, okay, nice. Yeah, decent game. I kind of threw the Indo, and this I kind of threw, and this I kind of threw, but you know, that is the end of the video. Did we get a PB? No, I don't think so, but we there was definitely potential for a PB. But I'm pretty happy with how that went overall. Hope you learned a thing or two. And yeah, that is all. Bye bye and peace.